Nations League semi-final. The European champions against the most recent World Cup finalist, Lamine Yamal against Ousmane Dembele, Spain against France. It is a fixture that is rich with both storylines and recent history. And both nations needed penalties to move through their quarter-final ties. Spain saw off the Netherlands after two enthralling games of football. And France came from 2-0 down in the first leg to knock Croatia out. And we now know those who await the winners tonight. Portugal's victory over Germany last night means they are into their second Nations League final. In UEFA Nations League semi-final. The European champions against the most recent World Cup finalist, Lamine Yamal against Ousmane Dembele, Spain against France. It is a fixture that is rich with both storylines and recent history. And both nations needed penalties to move through their quarter-final ties. Spain saw off the Netherlands after two enthralling games of football. And France came from 2-0 down in the first leg to knock Croatia out. And we now know those who await the winners tonight. Portugal's victory over Germany last night means they are into their second Nations League final. As the front of one Spanish newspaper put it this morning, it is a night to dream. A collection of some of the very best in the world converging on a mild June night in Stuttgart. Some fresh from Champions League success, others back
of how open this game has become, but France are really suffering. They've not been tight enough on the ball. They're losing possession in really critical areas.
Rabiot and Yamal, we knew that was coming at some point.
Dean Howson, my word. Oh, what did you say, 6'5" of him?
Yep. Here's Dembele, trying to burst his way through, and Unai Simon is the foil to France's plan to get first half.
Yeah, it's just central, isn't it? Very central. Quite.
Ousmane Dembele has been on the Philippe Chatrier court this week at the French Open with the Champions League trophy. All of PSG's players have been lapping up the moment over these last few days. The first ever Champions League. Just quietly trying to whisper a few words to Lamine Yamal. And that's why, because Yamal is going to take it on, and he's lifted it in. This is beautiful. That is a brilliant goal, finished by Dean Howson. And to the disappointment of Spain and probably quite a few neutrals, the offside flag is going to deny a piece of art.
Oh, that belongs in a museum. That was tremendous. And that little conversation was all it took for a bit of magic. Little dink over the top, and unfortunately Howson was offside. But again, so unselfish. Lovely little movement.
Initial pass, isn't it, to Zouk?
No, indeed.
Just not there.
That's exactly right. Like I said, I think Spain are managing the phases really well, blocking up central areas, making it difficult to find the space to play in.
Maybe now some shorter stuff from France to try and pick the gap. Longley, Hernandez. Left by Mbappe, picked up by Kone. Slipped in for Dembele. And counted anyway. Simon was there again, though.
Lovely little 1-2 there. It's just offside, isn't he? Rabiot coming across, and you've got Longley as well. Lamine Yamal recognises the space on the opposite side.
Struggling, aren't they, France? Actually, his clearance. Nico Williams has got it for Spain, and now Lamine Yamal is going to chance his arm again. And the ball is on potentially for Lamine Yamal, but he couldn't quite get the trajectory.
That's why he keeps the ball central. He can move left to right. He's so unpredictable. Fantastic player.
Mbappe, who was always just having to stretch to reach it. Kalulu. Howson came over to meet him. Mbappe's picking himself up in the box separately.
Isn't it Norman again? Absolutely doing his job.
Quickly covering the ground was Longley. Towards Doué, hang on to it. Now, Lamine Yamal has skipped away from Longley. Not once, but twice. And the ball in, which was so close to locating Merino for his second and Spain's third. A little flash of the Hernandez. Doué, On towards Elise, whose pass in turn was always going to go to Dembele. Simon replied again. Managed to scoop that ball into a relatively good area as well.
Again, tremendous.
When he eventually got his opportunity, Pedro Porro has given away an awful throw there. Lamine Yamal trying to help out. Has clattered into the back of Desiree Doué and is going to be back for doing so.
Well, we spoke about these foul abilities, didn't we? And that was a big one. I think Pedro Porro switched off. Lamine Yamal switched off as well from that throw.
What is Pedro Porro doing?
Yeah,
Desiree Doué. Elise on a free kick. He scored a brilliant free kick in the Nations League in March. This one is going to be bent in towards Unai Simon, who didn't get a touch on it, retracted the glove just in time.
that was acrobatic, wasn't it? One for the photo album.
But he has had to be active, Unai Simon, so far.
Oh, definitely. That's what I mean. I think France should.
Kylian Mbappe. Desiree Doué. Hernandez. And the chance. Mbappe cannot seize.
There's that fantastic reaction save. You must have seen it late. It goes through loads of.
To send balls into the box.
Well, yeah, and there's no bodies in the area, so it wouldn't make any sense.
You say. Here's Doué. Too much of the ball to Porro, but Doué went for it, and I think Unai Simon must have seen that late. His reaction certainly suggested he did.
It's a tremendous reaction save to get that left hand down as quickly as he did. Again, it's too easy, too much space for Doué at the edge of the box.
Do that. Not necessarily in there for his ball playing abilities, Robin Lenormand. Particularly physicality perhaps.
Certainly, I think he enjoys that physicality, doesn't he? Kind of takes one for the team, if you will, and enables other threat as well. The pocket play from the likes of Pedri and obviously Moreno. It's too easy.
How do France respond now? Mbappe, who's going to be the one who wants to lead the response. It's grounded. Big season. Fuente calls Martin Zubimendi the Rocky clone. Yamal. Oyarzabal. Nico Williams! Smashes Spain in front with conviction. And one of their heroes from 12 months ago in this country has just cracked the European champions into a first half lead.
Nico Williams is absolutely loving it, isn't it? Housing in on the act.
To go this September. Porro giving it to Yamal. Back with Pedro Porro, who sent it in with some purpose. He's going to try and make a nuisance of himself for parts of by Hansi Flick, the Barcelona manager. Seems to have revitalised Pedri as a player, showing stamina like never before, physicality. And here comes Spain again with Mikel Moreno, and it is 2-0. Just like that, Spain pull the rug from beneath France's feet. There's no running round the corner flag in Stuttgart tonight, though, from Mikel Moreno. Just broad Spanish smiles. Oh, hang on. He is going round the corner flag. A tribute once more in this stadium to his dad, who scored a big goal here for Osasuna in the UEFA Cup all the way back in 19... That's a glorious touch, Rabiot. Got a bit fortunate that it came to Elise, but Elise's got it back to Rabiot, and Rabiot has options here, and maybe that wasn't the best one.
Mbappe's movement was brilliant across that front line. Just really unsettling that Spanish defence, pulling them all over, creating loads of space, and he just... If you're the space and he just... If you're the Spanish defender, you're quite happy letting Rabiot shoot from there, I think.
Zubimendi, who's thinking about trying himself. Yamal. Lamine Yamal. Is there a deflection on that? There was.
That's absolutely mad.
It's quite a high bar he set himself. Nico Williams going to test Konate here. Williams, Magnan was needed, and he was needed to get down low and get down there quickly too.
No, it was an orthodox save, but he did the job, didn't he?
Lamine Yamal.
It takes so much discipline to be able to do that for long periods of time, so hopefully they don't switch off for their sake.
Hernandez nudging it on to Doué. Doué is trying to make that angle and struck that right to Unai Simon. But clearly, Karen there is a player who is full of confidence. Kalulu. This is Elise. Mbappe.
That's more like it from France. Lovely little ball here. 1-2, devastatingly close.
That's both the fullbacks in the last 2 minutes have provided chances for Dembele.
I think there's been a...
Which won them their first Copa del Rey in many, many years, back in 2020. Nico Williams giving it to Lamine Yamal. Is this his moment? It's a penalty. Rabiot too close to Lamine Yamal. The story between those two goes on. Rabiot pleads innocence, claims he got at least a portion of the ball, but that's not the way Michael Oliver saw it.
No, it just comes from too many transitional moments. Nico Williams as well to just hold on to it just long enough, but possibly too long. Potentially offside there.
Yeah, that could be an interesting part of it. But nothing bothers him, does it?
This is brilliant from him. He'll take the penalty when he's ready. It's about getting in that right mindset.
And now he is ready, Lamine Yamal. Here he comes, the teenager. That was never in doubt. 17 years old. We all know it, but we still can't fathom it. The already unmistakable Lamine Yamal sweeps Spain into a 3-0 lead.
It's just effortless, isn't it? I mean, even the celebrations.
Having burst onto the scene in 2024, he is right at the forefront of being a potential Ballon d'Or winner in 2025. This is Nico Williams. This is going to get worse for France. It's 4-0 Spain. Petri showing calmness personified. France are crumbling to pieces in Stuttgart.
They're absolutely shocked, aren't they? We saw it happen, obviously, 2 goals in quick succession in the first half. Subsequently again in the second. But yeah, like Spain do so.
Michael Oliver has given his second penalty inside the space of 10 minutes. This is the time to do it. Unai Simon, who's been brilliant in the Spain goal so far, but they're going to need his brilliance now. Can't stop Mbappe. That's one back for France.
Lovely approach there, bit of a stagger. Gives Unai Simon the eyes and sends him the wrong.
Mendy curling it beautifully into the Pedro Porro, and down for Lamine Yamal! The sort of goal that has Ballon d'Or written all over it. In his tender years, he already looks a generational talent. And everybody on the globe knows his name.
It's hard to argue with the genius that you see before you, isn't it? But he makes it just look so effortless. The timing of the run, the release of the pass, just look here. Top ace for Lamine Yamal to run onto, and it's just... But Cherki, the way he's taken that ball, lifted it, had a little touch into the air and hit it on the volley, and the pace, the absolute venom he hits that with. He's been tremendous for Lyon this season.
Towards Lamine Yamal by Moreno. And he is on a hat-trick, but he's trying to get it over to Dani Olmo instead. Puslo's cross away to Lamine Yamal. Here we go. Oh, that's just tremendous. And Theo Hernandez, who has hauled him over, has given him a pat on the back, almost as if to say, yeah, you can have that one.
I mean, what's not to love about Lamine Yamal? Honestly, he plays with such joy and freedom and belief in himself. He just, like we've seen there, he just ties the opposition, Theo Hernandez, in knots. To the point where literally the back line finds those pockets of space just in front.
Gusto himself admits he's had a difficult season with his club side Chelsea, but he's on the end of the return pass, Gusto, and he's provided France with another goal. It's gone in on Vivian, it's an own goal. And surely this isn't the start of the great Nations League recovery, is it?
Well, it's certainly exciting, isn't it? Oh my goodness. on their feet, but again, great run here from Malagusto, diagonal across the defender, and it's a dangerous ball into a dangerous area. Vivian has to gamble there because he knows the man behind him.
Spain last year in the European Championship.
Left foot around it, in a position where the goalkeeper's unsure if he should come. Defenders are facing their own goal. Absolute golden platter for Kolo Muani.
90 crazy seconds to come here. France may as well throw absolutely everything at it, but just as Gusto thought he was running away, Spain have been given a free kick, and it is going to massively check the French momentum.
But we spoke about those.
From one goalkeeper to another, and still no whistle from Michael Oliver. But now he does blow his whistle. A true classic. A golden game of 9 goals.